Good evening. Welcome to ORP TV. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. JK Auto Repair is a full-service car care provider. Ozark, Missouri, 2301 Selmore Road. Go over and let Zach know that you heard about him here. This is the All Parts Auto Salvage weekend race schedule, or race report rather. All Parts Auto Salvage with two locations in Springfield. 2600 North Benton is the salvage yard. 425 East Kearney is the parts store. They are a great place to rent a U-Haul if you need one. If you've got anything going on this time of year that you need a U-Haul, maybe you're moving, whatever's going on, let Alton and Krista take good care of you. They can do it all for you. Let All Parts Auto Salvage help you fix your car. Well, racing going on at Polk County Raceway in Bolivar, Missouri. Drag racing going on there right now with the electric cars, the RC cars. They had their road racing going on last night. We have the results here. The novice class winner, Bowie Hart. The four-wheel drive buggy 13.5 class winner was Nick Jenkins. The sportsman SCT class was won by someone just known as Hot Rod. That's a pretty good name to have, I reckon, if you're going to be a racer. Stock slash class was won by Patrick Bledsoe. That's not easy to say. The stock slash class. Two-wheel drive buggy won by Ron Dinwiddie. I can't say anything right tonight. Ron Dinwiddie with the win in the two-wheel drive buggy. Hopefully we'll get those results. I'm sure we will. Got a good thing going there with Polk County RC, and they'll let us know about the drag results later on. Just a little bit ago, we saw some really interesting news from Springfield Raceway. Maybe you haven't seen it. Maybe you already have. But either way, we're going to talk about it right now. You'll remember, just shy of a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, there was the postponed and then held the biggest race of the year for Springfield Raceway was the Turkey Bowl. Now, we talked about it a lot at the time. It certainly was a lot of discussions went on about it, about your B-Mod win with Ryan Gilmore edging out Chris Jackson. You may remember that at the time we talked to Jerry Hoffman as well as Ronnie Williams about how scoring was done, the way they do it. It was all done off of visuals, trying to determine where exactly the finish line was. There was a lot discussed, and I immediately brought up transponders. Well, you may remember that Ronnie said, no, we probably won't be using those. Jerry Hoffman said, no, we probably won't be using those because of the cost. Well, yesterday they announced that they're going to be using transponders. Quite obviously, this is the way to go with this. I mean, it really is. It solves a lot of your problems. This is your transponder kit, all different kinds of them. Cool little carrying case there. Kind of throws back to the 1990 cell phone case there. But that's your transponder kit. I'm going to read to you the press release that Jerry Hoffman put out for immediate release yesterday. Springfield Raceway will be adding a Westhold timing and scoring system for the 2021 racing season. Springfield Raceway owner Jerry Hoffman states, quote, "It's time to keep up with the times and add transponders. Springfield Raceway is probably the raciest track around, and most times the multi-groove quarter-mile clay oval can create a finish of a difference of 10 one-thousandths of a second. When you have close photo finishes, you now create new scorers that are scoring through their own eyes and watching their driver and become armchair quarterbacks, Joe the Plumbers and a scorer. New scorers that have never scored before can now come out of the woodwork to score and announce their call loudly without a shadow of a doubt on the internet from 155 yards away at several different angles. Transponders will delete any kind of controversy. The Springfield Raceway has purchased all the necessary equipment along with a 10-position live LED scoreboard that will link with live timing apps and directly to My Race Pass. If you don't have the My Race Pass app, I highly recommend it. It's about $35 for a year, and you can see real-time racing wherever you're at. The Westhold system purchased is the same system as other tracks such as Wichita, CMS, Central Missouri Speedway, Wheatland, Humboldt, Lakeside, I-35, and other tracks. These Westhold transponders should last you or your racing career. Drivers must provide their own Westhold transponders when racing at Springfield Raceway. Then here we have the breakdown of it. The transponders are $220 for the pouch, like the system we showed you, and all the details on it. Or you can rent them for $20 a night. All that being said, a lot of tongue-in-cheek there about armchair quarterbacks and Jake the plumber, all that kind of thing. All in all, what this does is what I actually brought up exactly to Jerry and Ronnie that the day that we spoke about it is this makes their life a lot easier. There is some cost, but when you're talking about the difference between a first place and a second place in one of these big events, there's a lot of money to be determined on this. So it's too important to not have. I'm really happy to see that Jerry Hoffman, Ronnie Williams, and Springfield Raceway has gotten on board with the transponders. Should make things a lot clearer, a lot simpler. We won't have any of those situations again. NASCAR news, they had a little bit of news. Of course, this is their off season, so they've got a lot to talk about. Kevin Harvick was named the National Motorsports Press Association's pick for the 2020 Richard Petty Driver of the Year. That came out. Eric Jones has signed to Richard Petty Motorsports, took over that spot vacated by Bubba Wallace. Let's see, Saturday at the Dia Edge Carolina Midget Showdown, Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson take a pair of wins. A whole season worth of racing there. Kyle Larson edged out Chase Briscoe by just a few points for the season championship there as well. Jeff Bodine, you may remember him. The Bodines used to be quite a name in the racing ranks there with the pros. There was a few different Bodines. Well, Jeff Bodine, this one kind of threw me at first, has been inducted into the Bobsled and Skeleton Hall of Fame. Now, you may be thinking, what the heck is Jeff Bodine, the NASCAR driver, doing in the Bobsled Hall of Fame? Well, he was recruited through his knowledge, and maybe he had some interest in it before, of how to make the bobsleds faster. Bodine had a system called the Bodine, B-O-D-Y-N, project. And in 2010, 10 years ago at Vancouver Olympics, the four-man bobsled took the gold medal and attributed that to the difference made by Jeff Bodine's Bodine system that made them faster. So Jeff Bodine, the newest member of the Bobsled and Skeleton Hall of Fame, an interesting little feather in his cap on his career for sure. Chase Elliott news, he's going to be running the 2021 Rolex 24-hour race at Daytona coming up here in February. He's going to be teamed up with Felipe Nasser, Pipo Durano, and Mike Conway. They'll be driving the number 31 Whelen Engineering Cadillac. So Chase Elliott doing I don't know if this is stuff that maybe he would have done already or if his championship win makes a lot of it more feasible for him. But Chase Elliott, I'm kind of liking this kid more and more. He seemed to lighten up and have a bit more of a smile on his face after his championship. Seems to be enjoying it. Kind of coming around on the Chase Elliott thing for sure. One last bit of news on NASCAR. The 2311 team, of course, the Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin team, owned by them, that has Bubba Wallace as driver. I knew this was going to happen. They're going to be making lots of money. Lots of money there. The teams that are getting on board with them, sponsors DoorDash, McDonald's, Columbia Sportswear, Dr. Pepper, and Root Insurance. I'm not familiar with Root Insurance, but also been talking about Beats by Dre, Urban Outfitters also. That team, even if they aren't good, they're going to be profitable. And I think probably not too far off, you'll see Denny Hamlin driving for that team as well. So news there from NASCAR. If you're still looking for a present to buy, some stocking stuffers for somebody in your group that's a race fan, Lucas Oil Speedway has gift cards for the track. So you can actually go to their page, go to Lucas Oil Speedway, and they have a link that you can buy gift cards for Lucas Oil Speedway at Wheatland. Might be a real cool thing to get as a stocking stuffer. it's really surprisingly economical to go to Lucas Oil Speedway. With the quality of track there, you would think it was going to be very expensive, but for a family, I'm thinking it was less than $50 for a whole family to go. Great time, but you can pick up some of those gift cards last minute, stocking stuffers from Lucas Oil Speedway on their page. Coming up January 3rd, we're going to be doing the 2020 year in review. It'll be a longer show. It'll probably be a good half an hour show. We're going to be talking about all the things that in 2020, a lot of it, to be honest, as we was preparing for it, I was saying to Mary, I forgot this even happened this year. Like, oh, I thought that was 2 years ago. There's certainly been a lot to talk about. So that being said, we're not even going to do the show till after the new year because it's 2020, man. There's still maybe some crazy stuff happening in the next 2 weeks. I don't know. Not a lot of racing going to happen, but hey, it's 2020. Anything could happen. So January 3rd, 2021, the ORP TV year in review for 2020. If there's something that was specifically stands out to you, an accomplishment, an event, a memorial, something that you think we for sure should add to that, hey, please send us a message with the details about it, and we'll get that added to this. So we're open to all ideas. Of course, you know, if it's racing, it's here on ORP TV. Nothing's off the board. I want to thank you so much. That's going to do it for us for tonight. Please join us back here Wednesday at 6 p.m. for Facebook. ORP TV Live will be here. Don't forget to spread the word. This is the only place to go for the results and schedules for racing, dirt track, asphalt, drag racing, motocross, supercross, all of it. If it's racing, it's here on ORP TV. We'll see you back here Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Until then, for ORP TV, I'm Stag.
Swell with a soul.